So we've measured out our swales with the A-frame. Those are following the contour lines, which roughly kind of go along the length of the land. So we've got two. There's one over there, you probably can't see it in the video, but it's got the stakes hammered into the ground. And then there's another one which starts over here and sort of snakes along here and goes all the way over here. This is where in the future we might potentially do a bit of a pond to sort of expand on the small pond that we have there. But to do that digging, we thought it would be most efficient to not do it all by hand. So that's why we rented this little guy. Little big guy. Small little digger. It is a Kubota 1.7 ton or something. Rented that for a week, so we're gonna spend some time getting used to that, figuring out how exactly it works, and then use it to dig the swales. How we're going to do that is probably use the width of the digging spade, so this part. We're going to attach that to that one. Hopefully that's as straightforward as the guy said it was, and then use that probably as the width of the swales. I don't know, we'll see how wide that looks once it's done. Try and get a consistent depth, and then we take the earth out of where the swale is going to be, the dug part, and we pile it on the lower side of the slope, and that becomes what's called a berm. So I'll do a bit of that today. This afternoon. It was delivered around lunchtime, so we've got a few hours to get the hang of it, and then we'll see what progress we make. We've got the thing for a week, so I might do a few other bits and bobs with it while we have it. So excited to get going, see how it goes. Sitting in my swale. So this is one of 3 swales that we've dug, and we're pretty happy with it. There's sort of one at the top of the land, one in the middle, and one at the bottom by the woods. In the future we could maybe do some more, and we also want to, as I've mentioned, we want to expand it into some ponds and lakes as well, like the water retention system in general. But this is basically the finished outcome that we're aiming for. This is the first one that we started, and then there's the continuation of this one over there, there's the one by the woods, and then there's one over here that James is currently digging out. So it has this sort of gentle slope into the swale, or the intention is for it to be slightly more gentle, and then a bit more of a steeper kind of ridge on this side, and then the mound or berm on that side. So the idea being that the water comes from this side, the higher side of the hill, it flows down into the swale and it sits there, and it sinks into the ground and makes all of this area of the berm and lower than the berm much more fertile, basically. That's the idea. Still a few bits that we need to finalize, like we need to check the level of the swales, and we need to go through across the other ones and make them more like this, where it's a lot sort of smoother of a mound, and then the entry is a lot smoother as well. So still some work to be done, but pretty happy with the outcome so far. And then we just got to see how effective they are. Next time there's a big rain, I'll be out here really excited. Probably after the rain makes more sense. And I'll get some footage to see if our swales are filling up and if they're working. But yeah, exciting. Ready for rainy season. Otta, where have you been, huh? What have you been doing? What have you been doing? As you can tell, it's no longer summer. We've had a rainy autumn that we've been through, and you can probably tell that the landscape has completely transformed. We've got all this sorrel or clover that's come out, especially over the berms, which is really cool, so the mounds of the swales. And when we've had really strong rain, these swales have been filling up with water, which is really nice to see. And then the water sticks around for a couple of days and then slowly sinks into the ground here, hopefully making this area much more sort of moist and fertile. We've also gone through and planted some things along the berm. So here we've got some sweet potatoes, then there's some more trees over there. This is a nespra, and then there's some strawberry trees, an avocado. Over here is another avocado, an olive tree. So a few different things basically that we've been planting along the berms. But yeah, really happy with how they're working out. The next step is just kind of waiting to see how they perform throughout the year, as we get more and more rain in the winter and early spring. And then the big test will be in the summer to see if anything has improved compared to last year. So we'll do a follow-up to see what the ground looks like next summer, after having a year of, in theory, better water retention. And yeah, that'll be really exciting to see. We're also planning potentially in the future to do some bigger kind of ponds, like rain capture ponds, in certain areas of the land. But this is kind of phase one, and we'll see how it goes and continue to iterate and make improvements. But yeah, happy with the project so far.